Psalm 78. Give ear, O my people, to my law. Incline your ears to the words of my mouth. I will open my mouth in a parable of the dark things above, which we have heard and known. And the fathers have told us we will not hide them from the generation to the generation to come. The praises of the Lord, His strength, and His wonderful work that He has done. For He established a testimony in Jacob and appointed the law in Israel, which He commanded our fathers, that they should make them known to the children, that the generation to come might know now, even the children which should be born, who should arise and declare them to their children, that they may set their hope in God and not forget the works of God, but keep His commandments and might not be as their fathers, a stubborn and rebellious generation, a generation that set not their heart aright, and whose spirit was not steadfast with God, the children of Abraham, being armed and carrying bows, turned back in the day of battle. They cannot the covenant of God and refused to walk in His law and forgot His works and His wonder that He has shown them. Marvelous things that He in the sight of their fathers in the land of Egypt in the field of Zoan. He divided the sea and caused them to pass through, and He made the waters to stand as a heap. And at a time also He led them with a cloud and all the night, with a light of fire. He laid the rocks in the wilderness and gave them drink, as out of the great depths He brought streams. Also out of the rock and caused waters to run down like rivers, and they sinned yet more against them by provoking the Most High and the wilderness, and they tempted God on the high by asking me for the lesson. They spake against God. They said, "Can God furnish a table in the wilderness?" Behold, He smote the rock, that the waters gushed out, and the streams overflow. Can He give bread? Also can He provide flesh for His people. Therefore the Lord heard this and was wroth. So a fire was kindled against Jacob, and anger also came up against Israel, because they believed not in God and trusted not in His salvation, though He had commanded the clouds from above and opened the doors of heaven and had it rain down manna upon them to eat, and had given them of the corn of heaven, men did eat angels' food. He sent down meat to the full. He caused an east wind to blow in the heaven by His power. He brought in the south wind. He rained flesh also upon them as dust, and feathers fell like at the sand of the sea. And He let fall in the midst of the camp, round about their habitation. So they did eat and were well filled, for He gave them their own desire. Psalm 78.